Semen is the basis of your physical existence. Semen is of an extraordinary level of potency, it can create a whole new life. It is one of the most potent things if you know how to use it.
How important is a man's semen for physical, mental, and spiritual well being? Can wasting our semen damage us spiritually?
Well, you know, semen is the basis of your physical existence, whether you're a man or a woman. You have come into existence because that is 50% of the ingredient. Yes? Well, we have skin, we have epithelial cells, we have hair, we have many other aspects of body, heart, liver, kidney, so many things. All these cells are of a certain potency in their own way. But semen is of an extraordinary level of potency, it can create a whole new life. Well, today you can take an epithelial cell and do a lot of things in a laboratory and maybe we can clone you, all right? So the potential is here also, but it is not in the same dynamics as it is in a cell, which you're referring to as semen. So in the yogic culture, this is called as virya. Virya also refers to what you call as vajra, which means stability, or diamond, which is the hardest thing. So in the human body, virya is considered to be like vajra. That means it is one of the most potent things if you know how to use it. Well, how to use it means you can use it to produce a child, that's one thing. Well, if you are… this question is coming because you are using it to spill it on the JNU bed sheets, okay? If that's how you're using it, well, that's your compulsion, you're doing whatever you're doing. This is not something to be judged morally, that's not the point, it's a question of what is the level of compulsion that one has. But anything in this body, can it be transformed into a different level of function? Absolutely. Not just semen, just everything in this body can be transformed. See, suppose I give you all soup-making ingredients, same soup-making ingredients to every one of you. Do you believe all of you will produce the same soup? No. You will produce 500 varieties of soups, those same ingredients. That's all that's happened with us right now. All of us are fundamentally same ingredients, but see how different each one of us are. Different soups. Well, if I give you soup-making ingredients, either you can make a great soup or a lousy soup. Depends what kind of skills you have, isn't it? So this goes for everything, not just for semen. Every dimension of your body and your mind, you can transform into something tremendous, or you can make it mediocre, or you can make it a serious problem. Every aspect of your life. That goes for this aspect of life also. This same energy, see, people are making it literal translations, but if you want to produce a certain, let's say epithelial cells, how much energy the body spends on it? And if you want to produce a cell which you call a semen, how much energy body spends is very different. This can be scientifically established. So, when you're investing so much energy in that, obviously it has a potency if you know how to explore. But are you competent to explore? Are you capable of exploring? Do you have the necessary sadhana and guidance to do that? That's a big question mark.
I hope you enjoyed watching that Sadhguru's video on the power of semen. I have some ideas and notes that I made that I would like to discuss with you here. So first things first, Sadhguru talks about your ability to make use of this. Can you make use of this? Are you capable enough to transmute this energy? And how do you transmute this energy? One simple way of transmuting your semen is with neem and turmeric. I have a neem and turmeric from Isha that I bought while I was in the Isha Yoga Center. And for a long time, I've heard Sadhguru talk about this potent substance, but never really consumed it that often. Because every single time I took a neem alongside turmeric, I felt it was destroying in the inside of my body. And that's how you know it's working. That's the appropriate response. It does destroy things inside. It particularly destroys the sperm cells. And this is now scientifically proven that neem does destroy your sperm cells. And that's the intended consequence. That's what is supposed to happen. The image that comes to mind, the analogy that I want to share, or a similarity between this taking neem and turmeric and what it's doing to your body, is that if you have a big bonfire, it's raging, full of fire, full of hot coals and full of wood, and you take a big stick and you hit the wood that's on fire, you hit the fire, immediately what's happening is all that fire gets disturbed and it rages much more intensely for those few seconds. So that's kind of like what neem and turmeric does. It takes the storehouse that you have and lights it on fire, or ignites it even more, and you can make use of it. How can you make use of it, and what can you make use of? Well, you can make a child first and foremost. That's the intended byproduct of having semen, is to make a child. But if you're not making children, what are you doing with it? Are you throwing it on your bed sheets like Sadhguru says? Or are you filling up plastic bags with a woman? That's not sane or wise. Better for you to keep this inside of your body, because your body becomes much stronger as a result of this. Even if you have no meditation practice whatsoever, and you don't transmute or do any of this, but you just simply don't release this. It's not some difficult thing, not some difficult feat. You don't have to lift rocks over your head. You just don't do it. It's very simple. Then your body will change. Particularly, your potency will increase as a man. Potency in all levels, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever way that makes you stronger, that's how stronger you will be. And I've noticed within myself, having done this for over 2 years now, the results are, you can't go back once you understand what it's doing to you. Once you have a taste of this power, it's not possible really for me to go and alternatively do anything else. And that includes with romantic partnerships, which needs to be done consciously, and better that you keep this in your body instead of, impregnating a plastic bag. If you want to make a child, you go ahead, but otherwise you keep it inside. So also Sadhguru talks about ojas, something called ojas.
In the yogic sciences, generally, ojas is seen as a non-physical dimension of energy. Everything physical has come from the non-physical. If you create a cocoon of non-physical dimension of energy, cocoon does not mean like this.
Right.
On the cellular level, every cell has a little bit of non-physical dimension,
Correct.
a wrap around itself. That cell will continuously regenerate itself at a pace that is considered miraculous.
Correct.
When you transmute your semen, it can turn into ojas. Ojas is like a light. A Sadhguru has ojas, especially in his earlier years, right after the consecration of Dhanalinga, those first 5-10 years of him when he was really potent, and especially before the consecration of Dhanalinga. So this man is full of light, and you can build this light, you can have this light inside of your own body by transmuting this energy. How else can you transmute it? Well, you have to do meditation practice. You have to do Shambho Mahamudra or whatever other practice you've initiated into, and that burns up your fuel reserves. And as it burns up, you can make use of it in terms of coating yourself with this light. Sadhguru says that you can coat yourself with this, and you will pass through the world smoothly. The more potency you have, the more light you have inside, the more you shine, the more energy you have, the easier it is for obstacles to just part ways. This is the most important thing that you can do as a man. You must do this because there is no alternative. The alternative is you losing your potency, you losing your pressurization, so to speak, and you will just become much weaker as a man and less spiritual. This is not a spiritual thing to masturbate or to release your sexual energy or to release your semen, to release your sexual fluids, because, as I said again, this creates so much energy in the body. This gives you so much energy. And energy is essential for spirituality or spiritual growth. In essence, spirituality is about energy. So the more energy you have, the easier it is for you to progress spiritually. So cultivate your energy, buy yourself some spiritual products, go to shivakailash.com, book a free phone conversation with me. If you want to talk to me and chat and discuss spiritual ideas, you can do so. shivakailash.com, that's the place to be. See you next time. Cheers.